into our next song here, which is ATL, which has had kind of a curious life in that sense. It was, I believe, played once in 2012 at summer camp, and then sat on the shelf for a bit, and then obviously came back in a live setting, and now is going to kind of get its official release. So, Al, do you want to talk a little bit about the genesis of that tune and kind of how it's worked its way in and out of the band's catalog?
Sure. Yeah, and that's a great example that sort of touches on some of the things that Jim was talking about how we'll have these songs that are sort of there and sitting in the pipeline. That one was interesting. This has happened with with plenty of Mo songs in the past, where maybe we write a song, we spend some time on it, get it up and running, we play the song, and then we all go home for a month or two, and then we get back out on the road again, and it's like, oh, we should play that song, and in this case, let's say it's ATL. It's like, well, nobody remembers it, we're gonna need to rehearse it. Okay, well, not today, because we need to focus on making sure that we play song X or whatever, and we'll get to that tomorrow. And you sort of keep kicking the can down the road, and before you know it, the summer tour is over and you never played the song. It's like, oh well, shit, that happened. We'll try it next time, or I'm going to take it home and go tweak it a little bit, or I'll send you guys a recording, and then you don't. And next thing you know, a year goes by and you haven't played the song, and you only played it once.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's just a matter of circumstance. It's nothing personal or not having anything to really do with the material. And that song was just one of those things where it just, like, the timing was not right for it, I guess. Incidentally, the subject matter of the song was, probably predated the song by 10 years or more. So I'd written the lyrics and some of the music a long time before we ever debuted the song. So the song has been a really, really long, slow, it's had this really long arc to it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, like, now it feels very, it feels like it's been around forever, and it feels very good to play. We could put it down on the set list and not have to run through it. It just feels like something we're pretty comfortable with at this point, which I like. It feels pretty organic for us, which is where you want your songs to wind up.
And I assume this was one of the ones that was part of the batch of songs that was recorded with the last album, and then found its way onto this new companion release.
Yeah, they all were.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not sure we had a clear picture of what was going to happen. As we said, we maybe started with this body of 20 something songs, and then cut it down to, what do we say, 13, 14 songs. And then I think ultimately recorded all of these, and we said, okay, well, we'll decide, a little bit further down the road, and, which ones make the cut, and then realized we really had close to enough material to make 2 records. And that's what we decided we were going to do, until, we all just went home for the year.
Right.